Shalom, Akim, Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Come with another lesson through the Spirit. All right, the Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Salaki, Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth. There's laboring in the word and there's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. You Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. All right, but your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barakathum. All right. Salaki for that. So I want to just go into a little bit here. You know what I'm saying? A couple videos that I was viewing, shared from one of the beloved brothers on Instagram. And just pretty much, just blowing the trumpet once again. All right. Again, it's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? We're pretty much just preaching to the choir at this point. You know what I'm saying? But this thing is going down. It's about to go down hard. Okay. Throughout all the things that's happening, the economy is crashing. All right before our eyes, man. You know, gold and silver was soaring all the way up, and then they brought it down the way they did. You know what I'm saying? Crashed it like they did. All right. Even by bringing it down by certain percentages, all right, was able to cost, all right, millions and millions of people so much money. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, Bitcoin done dropped by the tens of thousands, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a whole bloodbath in the markets. And then you got this situation that's going down with you know with Iran and the United States, okay, and U.S. allies such as Saudi Arabia is saying, listen, man, we're not going to have your back if you go through with this. You know, the different nations in that region are saying you can't use our you can't use our airspace or whatever. You know what I'm saying, to launch your missiles and to launch your assaults. You know, if you go down with this, they don't want to have any partners. You know what I'm saying? And so then you got this Olympics that's going down in Italy, excuse me. And all these people are pretty much booing the United States and these Amalekites. Okay, so it's just crazy all around the place, man. America is losing their allies. All right, they're losing their influence. They're losing their support. Okay, I was listening to Elder Karatazar from Vegas, and he was going into it, man. You know, and this is the fall of their empire, man. All right, this is the fall of their empire. So inevitably, it's going to go downhill. All right, here in the United States and domestically. You know what I'm saying? So this video is going into the fact that these church leaders are now saying it's time to go and defy this man in office. You know what I'm saying? Because, the people who can actually think somewhat for themselves, they know that there's not going to be an election. All right, they know it's not going to be an election. As a matter of fact, these elites was pointing to the fact that there not being any elections. You know what I'm saying? If you recall back to the magazine cover of of the year ahead in the economy, the economics. All right. As a matter of fact, let me show you real quick. Bear with me. All right. So you remember this image of the the Economist magazine cover. And right here, all right, where you see the chart, you see Xi Jinping, all right, Putin, Satan Yahoo, Trump, right here, right here. You can see this man, it's upside down. You can see this man, all right, trying to put a piece of paper inside of a box that's going into the voting system. All right. No more ballot box. Okay. There's an X right in the middle there saying that there's not going to be any more voting. All right. That shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? And make way for the autonomous robots and shit, right? While everybody's being distracted by sports. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is that time, man. This is that time. And the whole fist in the air, all right, but shackled with handcuffs, all right, means that they're going to trample over your right to protest. You're not going to be able to go against this authoritarian rule. So let's go back. All right, so with that, laying down the groundwork for this lesson, okay, we're going to listen to what this lady has to say, and then I got another video to share with you. Check it out.
It's happening, you guys. We're watching history being made. We have so many people now who have not only studied history, they're making sure we do not repeat it. And I'm talking 1940s Germany. So the Episcopalian leader in New Hampshire just urged not only all of the parishioners, Episcopalian parishioners, but also other faith leaders to get their wills in order, get their affairs and get their wills in order. Because we no longer can use our words to stop the evil that is happening right now, that we need to start using our physical bodies. He literally is telling other Episcopalians, be ready to give up your life to fight this evil administration. My friend goes to a Presbyterian church who has a pastor who does not want to be made to feel uncomfortable or make others feel uncomfortable, so he never discusses politics. She went in there today and he exploded. He called ICE and this administration evil. He was outraged. And she said she knows that there are MAGA parishioners who are writing emails, pulling back their donations, that they are steaming mad at what he talked about today. Finally, another friend of mine, her sister goes to a large Catholic church outside of Chicago, and they never talk politics, not until today. And today he was very firm. We need to start fighting. We need to do Jesus's work. And it's not just through words. You guys, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy. It's about to go down, man. You know what I'm saying? It is about to go down. And when you see the whole thing with that Truth Social post from your boy Trump, you know what I'm saying? And it's just becoming so apparent at this point that this place is becoming just like it was in Germany back in the before World War II. Okay? It's getting to that point. You see what I'm saying? People can see the parallels, man, because now you got these jokers openly talking about these you Jakes is a bunch of monkeys, they can see that they're discriminating against against people who actually have disabilities and who are elderly, So this is a whole type of Puritan sort of purge that people can see unfolding. This is all the same play. It's all the same play. Exactly what I went into. All right, couple weeks. I think it was about a week ago. Back when I was going into the Hegelian dialectic. You know what I'm saying? All right. It took a while. It took time to get to this point, man. And we're here now. All right, we're here now. So this is Isaiah chapter 19 In verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Verse 4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. You know what I'm saying? People are losing their jobs. People are losing their livelihoods. They're losing their pensions. They're losing all types of things, man. You know what I'm saying? This is only a recipe for disaster. You know what I'm saying? It's only a recipe for disaster. If you can remember, about a couple months ago, I think about maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I went into this one video where a lady was a sort of consultant, I believe it was, and she was given the offer from her higher ups to leave the country and to go work in another country. You know what I'm saying? To pack her things and to get out of America quick. You know what I'm saying? Because what? And she was able to put two and two together, man. Something huge is about to go down in the States. You know what I'm saying? And there won't be any more no more work, no more food, chaos everywhere. You see what I'm saying? And so this place is not going this place is not going to end well with all this turmoil. All right? So this is another video. Check this out.
Got posted on Facebook. On the Facebook post, that person got attacked by probably like 150 different comments.
Okay. Now, I believe the person that he's referring to is this one lady who worked for the UPS. All right, who worked for the UPS, and she said that she received a letter, all right, a notice in the mail, giving her instructions on what to do in a crisis situation, and always carry her credentials. You know what I'm saying? So she can continue to do her job inside of lockdowns. Okay? And then there was another man who had corroborated this and said that the same thing had happened. Okay? And so, you know, there's of course you're gonna have people who have what's it called? It's called damn. What is it? Familiarity biases? Bias? I forget what it was. Damn. I forget the terminology, but you know, it's a sort of bias where you don't see anything happening right now, so you know you think to yourself that it can never happen. All right. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. Not behavioral bias. It's shit. Salakia. But yeah, man. You know, it's a real thing. It's a real thing where people refuse to look at the available evidence right in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a particular bias. You know what I'm saying? They have a bias to believe that everything is all right and that everything's going to be all right, man. Okay, but this thing is coming. The prophets have spoken these things, spoken these words. All right, we came in the testimony of Yahweh Shai. All right, in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy. All right, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, Salakia. All right, and we came in that spirit of prophecy to give you these words, all right, to sing that new song, to give you the warning. You see? So let's listen in.
Of people saying, like, this is from COVID. Got posted on Facebook. On the Facebook post, that person got attacked by probably like 150 different comments of people saying, like, this is from COVID and you're just fear-mongering or it's a lie. Now, the person that posted that letter defended literally every single comment and said, no, I got this letter today, January 6th. something is coming. Well, I have a relative who works for USPS. So, of course, I went right to them, and she hadn't heard anything about it yet. But the very next day she went to work, she was told that a union representative will be coming next week. They're going to come and talk about times of disaster and how they're going to operate through this disaster. I do believe the letter is real. Yes, I do believe something is coming. I think there was one point that Trump said that he's going to have National Guard deployed to almost every major city by March of 2026.
And people ignored that. People ignored that. You see what I'm saying? When Trump said we're going to have emergency response teams, all right, amongst the National Guard in all 50 states by March. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is not a joke, man. All right, and the Wada Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, all right, I remember what the term was. It's known as normalcy bias. All right, so let me look that up real quick. Normalcy bias. All right, so this is the definition for normalcy bias. All right, pretty much an explanation coming from AI overview. All right, it says normalcy bias is a cognitive bias that leads people to underestimate the likelihood of disasters and believe that life will continue as normal, even in the face of significant threats. Even in the face of significant threats. This bias can result in inadequate preparation for emergencies, as individuals often dismiss warnings and fail to take necessary precautions. You see what I'm saying? This is normalcy bias that we're looking at, man. People are literally focusing on the Super Bowl, focusing on all these different things, man. Okay, thinking that everything's going to be all right, thinking that everything's going to go on as normal. Okay, they say give them bread and circus and they will never revolt, and this is why you have not seen anything happening. You see what I'm saying? This joker is literally taking a shit on your constitutional rights day after day after day after day, and these maggers won't do anything. These people who say they stand for the Constitution and all that stuff, man. All right, these different fucking, you know, what's the word? You know, these different principles, right? These people who say that they do, they're not making a move because they have this normalcy bias. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that, and majority of those that can see the problem, their only solution is, well, we got to go protest, or we got to wait until the midterms so we can vote again in the same system that is rigged. That you should be able to see by now, it is rigged. You see what I'm saying? That both parties bend that knee to the same entity, to the same people who are pulling the strings, man. All right, but let's go back.
Got posted on Facebook. On the Facebook post, that person got attacked by probably like 150 different comments of people saying, like, this is from COVID and you're just fear mongering, or it's a lie. Now, the person that posted that letter defended literally every single comment and said, no, I got this letter today, January 6th. Something is coming. Well, I have a relative who works for USPS. So, of course, I went right to them, and she hadn't heard anything about it yet. But the very next day she went to work, she was told that a union representative will be coming next week. They're going to come and talk about times of disaster and how they're going to operate through this disaster. I do believe the letter is real. Yes, I do believe something is coming. I think there was one point that Trump said that he's going to have National Guard deployed to almost every major city by March of 2026. When I hear mainstream media stuff, I just take it with a grain of salt. I usually don't even pay attention, but it does seem like it's real. This person did report back to me that they are going to be briefed on disaster situation and how they are going to move forward.
Right. So, you know, we're about to enter these chaotic times, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't much left to talk about. You got these jokers out here, you know what I'm saying, who want to have debates and debates, and you seeing these people, okay, starting to leave the sheep, you know what I'm saying, going along their own, doing their own thing and whatnot, um, not even preaching the gospel no more, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 8. It says, "Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer. Cry and howl, Son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors, terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh, man." It's about to get busy out here. You see what I'm saying? It's about to get busy. You know, stay prepared, you know what I'm saying, in your spirit, man. Stay prepared in your spirit. Continue to pray. Seek the Lord, man. Fast. Do what you have to do to stay in the spirit, man. And don't get distracted out here. Don't get distracted. You got these jokers out here that's focusing on the Super Bowl and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? When it's now coming out to light. All right, it's now coming to light that there is no legitimate Super Bowl. There's no legitimacy in these sports. They're all rigged. They're all scripted. And these people who are behind the NFL and whatnot, they are now openly telling you that they don't have to provide you with an actual fair game. They don't have to provide you with an actual fair game. All right, in this lawsuit that they just won. You see? So it's over, man. The mirth of the land is gone. You see what I'm saying? The mirth of the land is gone. It's time to get your mind right, you know what I'm saying? And focus on the kingdom, man, because this place is finished. So I'm gonna cut that there. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zachariah Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.